Hello, and welcome to this breastfeeding community and to the Miranda method, where we provide real help for real moms. My name is Miranda Johnson-Haddad, and I'm an international board-certified lactation consultant. I'm here to help you on your breastfeeding journey, wherever it may take you, and mine is a no-guilt guide to breastfeeding. Whether you're expecting your first baby or getting ready to welcome your fifth, I'm here to support you every step of the way. I can answer your questions and help you make the very personal decisions about what's right for you and your baby when it comes to breastfeeding. Right about now, you may be wondering, what is a lactation consultant anyway? And do I really need one? How difficult can it be? If you're expecting your first baby, you may be thinking, don't I just put the baby to my breast and the baby will know what to do? You may have heard that sucking is an instinct, and this is certainly true. But as I like to say, babies may be born with an instinct to suck, but that's not the same as knowing how to nurse. Breastfeeding really is a learned skill for both mother and baby. If you're expecting your second, third, or fourth baby, you may be thinking, I've done it before, and I'm an experienced breastfeeding mom. This shouldn't be too difficult. And you may well be right. But every baby is different, just as every mom is different, and every woman's breastfeeding journey is different. A lactation consultant can help you to identify and put into practice the decisions that are right for you. What do the letters IBCLC, or International Board Certified Lactation Consultant, tell you about a lactation consultant? These letters are the gold standard for training and certification of a lactation consultant. While many women choose to help breastfeeding mothers informally through organizations such as La Leche League, which you may have heard of, or in a community mothers group, an IBCLC has gone through a rigorous program of educational and clinical training, at the end of which she must pass a demanding board exam. She is also required to recertify every 5 years in order to keep her IBCLC designation. When you see those letters after a lactation consultant's name, you can know that she has completed all of these requirements and is able to provide knowledgeable, experienced, evidence-based care. My own breastfeeding journey began way back in 1991 when my first child was born. I, too, was an expectant mom who thought, how difficult can it be? I'd read the books, I'd spoken to my OB, I'd spoken to my pediatrician, whom I'd chosen largely because he was so supportive of breastfeeding. But I was surprised when my son was born at how challenging breastfeeding turned out to be, and I was dismayed to discover how little real support and help there was out there in those days. My passion for breastfeeding and for helping other breastfeeding moms began from the moment I put my son to my breast all those years ago. At that time, I was an English professor with a PhD in Renaissance literature, teaching and writing articles about Shakespeare and French and Italian Renaissance literature. I began informally helping friends of mine and friends of friends with their breastfeeding questions, and I continued to do so as I went on to have 2 more babies in 1994 and in 2000. By the time my third child was born, I felt a strong desire to help other mothers have the kind of positive breastfeeding experience that I had been fortunate enough to have. Sadly, there was still very little in the way of formal, educated, evidence-based help available for most moms. So I went back to school, completed my clinical hours, passed my board exam, and became an international board-certified lactation consultant in 2005. Since then, I've been privileged to work with thousands of mothers and babies and their families in a variety of settings, including hospitals, pediatric clinics, community health clinics, and in private practice. I call my approach the Miranda method because it is, as I mentioned earlier, a no-guilt approach to breastfeeding, an approach that empowers the mother because she knows herself and her baby better than anybody else does. My approach is also no guilt and no judgment because I know that every mom is different and every woman's family situation is different, and the choices that are right for one woman may not be right for another. In fact, a mother may make different choices with different babies, depending on her own changing family circumstances. While helping breastfeeding mothers may be my passion, I'm equally passionate about a non-judgmental, truly supportive, nurturing approach to mothering the new mom and supporting her. So if a no guilt, no judgment approach to breastfeeding sounds good to you, and if you'd like to learn more about the Miranda method and how I can help you achieve your breastfeeding goals, whatever they may be, I invite you to listen to the next videos that I have on this website. I'll be providing lots of valuable information, tips, and support. Some of these topics include, is there anything I need to do prenatally to prepare for breastfeeding? Getting off to a good start in the hospital or birthing center? And what will the first couple of weeks at home with baby be like? So, if any of these topics sound helpful and interesting to you, I look forward to sharing this information with you in my next few videos. And remember, the Miranda method really is all about providing real help for real moms, and always without judgment or guilt, because those are the last things any new mom needs about breastfeeding or anything else. I'm Miranda Johnson-Haddad, and I'll see you next time.